Hi everybody. So I've taken a few, and I mean a few, books from my kids' collections because I want to make some suggestions again in regard to what you can incorporate into your homeschooling. So this, if you can see, I don't know if you can tell what these books all have in common. In light of what's going on in the world today, I thought it's important that maybe we incorporate diversity into what we teach our kids. I mean, my children are mixed race, so this is something I've been dealing with for longer than I thought I would have to deal with it for, if that makes sense. I started dealing with identity and diversity a lot earlier than I thought I would. My children are only 5 and 2.5 years old. Some of these books are already familiar to you. For instance, like Elma. We know the story of Elma the elephant, about not wanting to fit in or being proud not to fit in. Some of you know the story of Simon Sock, and it's sort of a finding companionship with somebody who looks entirely different. Some of these might be new to you. This is a really good one. Mama Panya's Pancake. Zara took this to her school for Pancake Day. It's just maybe just preparing your kids for a diverse world so that they don't make the mistakes that those of us that have gone before them are making. This is one of my favorite stories. A lot the girls love it because I formed a song that I sing. I won't sing it, but the message of this story is at the very end, and I think it's a beautiful story. They're currently watching Sesame Street. That's another suggestion. Sesame Street is fantastic for teaching your kids about different people, so neurodiverse people, racially diverse, religion. Sesame Street is brilliant. Both the old school and new school Sesame Street. I tend to go, with a bit older, but I'm seeing these days, they're doing well with stuff like that as well. So here are some of my suggestions. This one is about different people who have, that perhaps you haven't even heard about. I mean, who knew? Who knew who this person? I didn't know who she was. I didn't know whoever she was, that she was black or a person of color. See, we didn't know of these people. I didn't. I don't know if you did, but these are people who have, who have made a difference and haven't quite got the same stage as others have. Perhaps because they look a bit different. So I think that's a really good one. That's a really good one. That's a Sesame Street one there. We are different, we're the same. That's a brilliant one as well. It's okay to be different. This one is for my girls. The ABC of Black Girl Magic, because I need them to be proud of their ancestry. As I said, I've talked about Simon Sock. This again, it's such, you see, it talks about not just color and stuff, but different levels of ability and things. Nice African storybook there. I like this one so much because of the pictures. For some of us who used to travel, to maybe some remote villages back home in Africa, this book just reminds me of when we used to go and see my grandparents. They didn't have rats or mice or whatever that is. It's just the scenario, the vegetation, just to, let people see something, let your kids see something a bit different. You see the clothes, the hairstyle, just let them see something a bit different. Yeah? Then maybe in a few years' time, fingers crossed, we might not have to be dealing too much with the George Floyd situation. Get your kids used to seeing something different. Anyway, that's me off my soapbox now. Thank you.